team of South Canterbury. And they're playing a Hen and Shield match today against North Otago. The Hen and Shield is, I suppose, a local competition that you could call it. It's a challenge shield played between South Canterbury, Mid-Canterbury and North Otago. They've been playing for it for a long time. Between them, these two teams have played 54 Hen and Shield matches. South Canterbury ahead on that count by 36-17.
Two good sides. I mean, you'd expect South Canterbury going in as favourites, but boy, I tell you what, over the years, North Otago have been good. They've produced some great matches, these two teams.
Speaking of good, how good was that try? How good was that? Willie Wright got it, but look at the work that was done. Nick Strawn's in here doing splendid stuff. Here he comes.
Great skills there. The strength to offload, which is a great skill, going all the way down to Heartland Rugby. In fact, all the way down to club rugby, isn't it? Grassroots. You look on the wet and forget replay. The hit and spin, the balance, a lot of strength needed, and Willie Wright for do that now. He'll try and slot the conversion.
Why is he called Tussie?
Sometimes you just don't need to know all the answers, Mace.
Righto, all right. Well, Tussie's just flung a big pass out wide, and here comes Mopo. Boy, has he been something. This is only this guy's third game for South Canterbury, and he has been a standout player.
He has. Look how strong he is. What a wonderful athlete. As we take a look in the wet and forget replay. South Canterbury trying to place for some width. And look at the winger. Got 8 on his jersey, but he runs like a winger. Brad Himmelpole knew what he had to do. Ball in one hand. Don't worry about that corner flag. Get the feet up. Go horizontal in the air. And score.
Grandstand on the garage roof.
Still got the Scotsman stands, aren't they? They're called.
That's right. Wide pass, and the ball comes out to Bully Rarau.
Oh,
and
go.
Intercept. Away he goes. Now we've got a chance. The kick in the chase from Buchan. Himopo goes down on the ball, misses it. Buchan gets another shot. Was he onside that player? Lewis.
Dan Lewis may have been in front, you think, of Buchan, the fullback.
That was my suspicion.
Let's have a look in the wet and forget replay.
Mind you, Buchan was good.
Boy, Josh Buchan had to run 75. He got 25 of it and thought, I'm not going to make this, and kicked.
Now look at the big guy here. Look at Himopo's cover defence. That's marvellous stuff. Except he didn't get the ball. No,
I think he was all right.
Yep.
On the replay, on the wet and forget replay, second angle, no problems for the Englishman, Dan Lewis.
The angle of the dangle. Sun shining in Timaru. Gee, I tell you what, in the first 4 rounds of the Mitre 10 Heartland Championship, the weather wasn't great, but it's been terrific so far today. Lewis with the overhead pass. This is great stuff. Tomahuni in only just. Oh, crikey, the finish needed some work, but Lewis was very good.
Gee, what about the step? Yeah, ball in 2 hands from Dan Lewis to 10. Bang, acceleration through that little 5-metre gap on the wet and forget replay. That little acceleration got him through the gap, got him into the clear, and the ability to offload.
Look at Halaleva there. He just kind of got, his body position was all wrong right at the line, and he had to roll all the way over to put that ball down and more or less keep control of it as he went.
Well, at least he knew where the line was, wasn't he? Fully aware.
Smith takes it out of the back of the scrum. And the defence was really good there from Medlicott, and they managed to get the penalty. It was Wright who did the good work. Now they've tapped it quickly. There's space out wide. Oh, this is great stuff. Leatinana goes in for the try. Quick thinking and quick action.
Torta, the 12, was the man with the turnover. Great strength. We just missed the turnover there in the wet and forget replay, and then great opportunity for South Canterbury. They saw an opportunity from Willie Wright on that left-hand side. He moved it quick. Caught North Otago napping a little bit there, I'm afraid.
I tell you what I liked about that. Brad Himopo, big strong man, probably could have barged his way across on his own there from 10 metres out. Didn't. Offloaded to a man in a better position, and that makes South Canterbury ahead by a converted try, 22-15 at the half-time break. And they've been well worth their lead as well, I'll tell you what.
A converted try right on half-time, that's the difference.
They're quiet on the bank. Not far from our camera is the North Otago Supporters Club that have travelled north. Now, they're not naturally a quiet group of blokes, but they're being very quiet at the moment, or they might have something to shout about now because the old Golds are looking pretty good. In fact, Lemi Masoi has sliced right through, and his try will bring them right back into this game.
Class footballer has been for many, many years. In fact, he's about to bring up his 100th game for North Otago this year. And the wet forget replay. She's so powerful. In great shape, Lemi Masoi, 36 years young.
Really?
You wouldn't know it looking at that.
36.
And of course, giving a lot back into the game in all levels, coaching in club rugby alongside Ralph Darling.
South Canterbury at it again. Distribution is good. Here comes Tora. Tora refusing to be tackled. Tora beats about 6, offloads. And Leotinana goes in for his second. And South Canterbury open up the gap again.
South Canterbury wingers have a wonderful ability, and it's a great one too, to run off Tora. Look how strong he is, how agile he is too, and then this offload with 2 or 3 defenders around him. And why wouldn't you just run shotgun left and right shoulder of that? Good try on the wet and forget replay.
Well, the trick would be to keep to his left or right shoulder because he jerks and jingles and jinks around quite a lot. Good ball in the middle of the line out this for North Otago. They're setting up the drive. 5 metres to go. Crabbing sideways. Darling has the ball. They've got him. Sucked him back into the ruck situation. So somebody else has peeled away with it. Now they've got a chance. Smith goes left. Masoi goes over for his second. Okay. Now we got a comeback.
Great body position. Great determination from Lemi Masoi. Broken, which made it really hard for South Canterbury defensively to have to push back. They were pushing back. Masoi's going really hard at them on the wet and forget replay. Goes over on the tackle of 2 South Canterbury defenders. Dan Lewis been kicking beautifully this afternoon.
That one goes over, closes the gap right up, but the time has expired on them. So South Canterbury, who got their noses in front early, kept them in front all the way through, and they've won it today by 36-29, and the Hannon Shield is in Timaru.
Okay, let's wrap up round 5. Buller continue their winning ways, keeping contention for the Meads Cup, as do Horowhenua Kapiti. Thames Valley continue to win too. Great away win for them. The upset of the round, though, is Mid-Canterbury, 40 over Wanganui, 39. Great victory also for South Canterbury, who continue at the top of the table.
So what's that done to the points table? Well, it's compressed it yet again. South Canterbury clear at the top by a couple, but look behind them. Horowhenua Kapiti, Thames Valley, Buller, Mid-Canterbury, Wanganui, you could throw a blanket over them. West Coast and North Otago complete the lineup for the Meads and the Lahore Cup if it was to be done today. But don't count out Poverty Bay, King Country or Wairarapa. Tell you what, Bill Osborne, some very interesting games next week. Thames Valley, Mid-Canterbury, Wanganui, King Country, North Otago, Poverty Bay, and Wairarapa Bush, Horowhenua Kapiti. All games that could have a great bearing on the final outcome of the Mitre 10 Heartland Championship. The second mouse gets the cheese. Yeah, I guess that's sort of like to finish first you've got to finish. It's something like that, isn't it? Our thanks to all of our sponsors, all of those that you can see on the screen who assist us to get this program to you, but also our deep thanks to everybody at all of the Heartland Championship unions. We get a great reception when we turn up to cover your games, and long may that continue. Thank you very much to all of you from all of us here at Mainfreight Rugby.